right, this is an ICF Oman online event. This is the first in June. We're going to be having 4 of them. And today I'm mainly talking about leaning into visibility. Okay, my name is Ghaya Barwani, and because it's an open event, I'm going to give a little bit of an introduction about myself. Well, I'm a PCC ICF credential coach. I'm a certified mentor coach. I'm a theta healing practitioner, instructor, and master. I'm a member of the British Psychological Society as a test user and as an ex-student. I did not graduate, but I did quite a few courses there. So as an ex-student as well, I am a member of the Association for Talent Development. And for the purposes of this presentation, I'm in business and product development. I've been there for all of my career until I got into training and coaching and marketing and communications. And in case a lot of people don't know how to pronounce my name, I wrote it in both English and Arabic. My name is Ghaya, with the rolling heavy R. Okay, and one more thing you need to know about me. I studied town planning, and I have never done anything related to town planning in my whole life. Okay. What we are looking at, William Arruda is a personal branding guru who started 20 years ago. Which is just 5 years after ICF started globally. And his motto is visible, available, valuable when you're talking about personal branding. So just to let you know what we're going to be talking about, we're going to look at the client creation process. And then I'm going to look at the pillars of visibility. And we're going to look at need to niche or not to niche. Okay. And we're going to talk about the 4 pillars of leaning into visibility. Now, everybody's going to have their own way of looking at how to lean into visibility. What I do is I am going to give you my simple method, okay, that I use, and I know several soloists use as well. It helps soloists a lot. And also, I'm going to be talking about basically how to lean into visibility. If you're uncomfortable leaning into visibility, how to do it in a more comfortable way so that you feel like it's going well. If you have any questions for me, kindly just put it in the chat box and I will receive it as we go along. Okay. Next. So this is pure business model. Okay. The client creation process starts with attracting the client. This is mainly the marketing activities that you do, telling people what you do and how you help them. Whether you're selling a car or you're offering coaching, it's the same thing. You're trying to attract them so that they can you're filling in a gap and you're telling them how you're filling that gap. When it comes to the visibility online, this is where you're catching them in 2 minutes max. Whether it's a 2-minute snippet, a video that you're sending out, or a message that takes them about 2 minutes to read, you know, a small paragraph, something like that, to kind of draw them to you. And you're trying to attract them to your main area of business. Now, whether your area of business is a website, or your main area of business is a Facebook page, or your main area of business is an office, whatever it is, you're trying to attract them to come in through the door. There can be a little bit of selling, but usually you don't do a lot of selling at this stage. The next step is basically engaging your client. This is where a lot of them, it's a lot heavier. And when we're looking at online, we're looking at it being where you're giving 15 minutes of time to, where the client is engaging with you for about 15 minutes up to an hour. Okay, so your coffee chat or your engagement activities like this one. This is considered an engagement activity where you're just promoting or you're giving a service or information, additional information to your client. So that's where it is. And hopefully, and this is where your offers are, your low cost offers come in here as well. So if you have a discounted offer, a 2-for-1 offer, or guess what, take two, instead of having for coaches, instead of having a 6-month or a 1-year relationship, let's do, 2 coaching sessions. And if you don't feel it's useful, it's fine. It's over and it's done with. It's a very short process. Step 3 is the actual high impact on the clients. This is where you're making money as a business individual, as a coach or a practitioner, and at the same time, the client is getting the maximum value from you, hopefully. And if you continuously get the value in this step, then you can get into step number 4, which is basically getting your client, you're giving them such amazing results that they're consistent, and it's consistently amazing results, that they go out of their way and actually attract the clients for you. Okay, so it's a circle that goes on. At this point in time, I'd like to take a little bit of your time to ask you what part of the client creation process you have an issue with. And I've just put in the polls there, step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step 1 being attracting potential clients. Step 2, engaging your potential clients. Step 3, creating value for clients and for yourself. And step 4 is creating amazing results. I'm just waiting for the poll results, and what I'm seeing is a lot of people having a problem. Okay, and I'm going to share that with you as well. Okay, all right, I got a private message telling me I don't market myself yet. It's okay. So basically, it's attracting the potential clients. That's where it would be. Getting them in through the door. Okay, I've got about 85% of the poll. Okay, so I'm going to end the polling so that you can, and I'm going to share the results with you. So I'll let you know. So step 1 is the highest rate. We're attracting potential clients and then engaging potential clients. This presentation is mainly focused on step 1. So you're in the right place. That's it in short. I'll say most of you have come to the right presentation. You are here to attract potential clients, and this is where I'm focused on most. And a little bit of engagement activity will also get discussed during the session as well. All right. Let me just stop sharing that. And now that we know that we're in the right, what are the pillars of visibility? When we're looking at visibility, we're talking about showing up consistently, to be with wherever your client is, and being specific to the needs of your client, whoever your client is. And when you're talking about being specific, usually it's a specific problem that you're trying to sort out and help them with. The next is working to inspire them, help them, educate them, serve them. And while you're doing all that, just be you. Just be the wonderful, amazing person that you are. I mean, you are an amazing individual who has chosen a very noble profession. And you are what attracts the client into the whole business. So be you. Another thing is, at the end of the day, as coaches, and most of the people I see the names here are coaches, or there are a couple of practitioners as well. People don't come to us because they're happy. Okay, if they were happy, they wouldn't need us. They come to us with a specific problem, and they have challenges that they are facing. And usually people don't talk about it, and it's not normal to talk about your issues, and everyone feels alone. The thing to do is just to make it feel normal. It is a challenge. It's a reality. Guess what? It happens. Ask questions. You know, look at their challenges, the questions that they have. Normalize them. It's not a big deal. The experiences that they're having. And then basically you're there to, in your visibility campaign, you're helping them overcome the challenges that they are facing, or the questions that they have. And how are you going to help them overcome these challenges, questions, and experiences? And there's no need for me to express this, since most of you here are coaches and practitioners. You are very good at asking questions as well. So when you're engaging your client at the end of your post, ask a question. Get them to think, get them to answer you back, inspire action, and have them think about something. So that way, you're adding value to them. And then when they come to you, they're coming to you either to deepen their understanding of what you had posed to them, or to discuss the thoughts that are going through their mind, and that should help them as well. And you're trying to get them at the source. The whole point of this session is getting them where they are. Now, I want you to keep in mind the 4 pillars of visibility. Then you decide to niche or not to niche. That is the question. I mean, I know as coaches and practitioners, we can work with anybody. And in fact, the less you know about the client and their client's circumstances, the better you are as a coach. You know, the better you can help the client, and you can actually take a back seat with the client. However, you need to decide who you're talking to. Remember, you're trying to attract the client. I know we can all deal with all clients, and we're very good at coaching everyone and dealing with everyone and serving everyone. But when I'm trying to attract them through the door, and I'm trying to get them to come into my office, or come to my page, or come and take my services, I need to be very specific to what problems they have. I need to talk to them specifically. So if you can talk to everyone in their specific language, and you've got the resources, the time, and all of that to do it, fine, go ahead. If not, I'll tell you, why don't you start with one niche, a small group, and then once you become very well known in that group, then you can start expanding beyond that. You'll have to excuse me, my cat seems to be howling a little bit too much today. So when we're talking about be you, if you see here, I've got a whole lot of people that are famous for being themselves. I mean, Richard Branson, God help us, has gone down the drain a little bit. His reputation's gone down recently because he's been trying to get some of the government money for his airline. But generally speaking, he's known as being adventurous. Oprah, compassionate. Marie Kondo is very well known for sparking joy. I mean, she's just another minute. She's not just another minimalistic, excuse me, person who's telling you to reorganize your home. She asks you to spark joy. And then you've got Ellen, who's all about being kind. I put Twitch there because my daughter loves him to bits. And amazingly enough, since coronavirus, he's actually started becoming more and more famous for the entertainment that he does. And the American Heart Society is actually sponsoring him and all his dance moves online on TikTok. Yeah, my daughter loves him so much. So that's one of the reasons that I put him up there as well. Okay, so be you. So the next question to ask yourself is, what do you want? Oops, my slide seems to have, there. All right, I'm having a bit of a problem. Technical difficulties, people. There it is. What do you want to be known for? I put balloons because they give me joy. But what kind of balloon do you want to be known for? So just to help me out and help you out, I'm going to put out another poll, which is, which picture represents what you want to be known for? Pictures 1 to 7. And then question number 2, which picture represents what you are known for now? I would appreciate your answers. Here you go. So which pictures represent what you want to be known for? And which pictures represent what you are known for now? Now, me being a coach, I would ask you, what is it about the picture that that made you choose those pictures? That's something to ask yourself. And also, if you see a difference between what you want to be known for and what you're known for now, what are you going to do to bridge that gap? That's something to think about, something to do in your own time. All right, I'm going to end the polling right now so that you can have a little bit of a picture. Here are the results. What I find interesting is, amazingly enough, a lot of you see yourselves as picture number 2, and you want to be picture, oh, amazing, interesting, picture number 7. Cool. All right, means nothing to me because the reasons you chose the pictures are the actual nitty-gritty. All right, so you've decided what you want to be known for. So who do you love to work with? You know, do you love to work with, I don't know, working moms, executives in the middle of their careers? Do you love to work with other practitioners and healers? Do you want to working with other coaches? Do you love working with adoptive families? I mean, there are so many things out there and so many people out there. So who do you love to work with? And what are you really good at helping this group of people do? And the last question to ask yourself is, why this group? This helps you build your personal vision for yourself. And it keeps you motivated when you are working on your visibility work as well. All right. Then I need you to remember, your ideal client, all our ideal clients don't need us to be perfect, okay? They just need to know we have the capability, and for us coaches, the compassion to lead them through their challenges, okay? And basically what we're doing in the visibility campaign is building trust by consistently adding value, okay? And being very specific with our clients on what we can do to help them. Now, during this time, This is something that you can work on your own time. Think of one question you get asked all the time, and how do you respond? That's something that you can actually use when you are doing your visibility campaign, or you're doing your posts to your clients online. So, how do you respond to their questions? I mean, I don't know. I have to think about that one. Point number 3, inspire your clients to action. Whenever you put in a post, okay, it has to inspire your potential client. So, where do your clients tend to need inspiration right now? I mean, if you're dealing with people in the US right now, if you've got clients in the US, guess what? They're going through a huge turmoil right now due to racial differences that they're having over there. In the UK, people are having huge distrust due to their politicians lying to them a little bit too often. And if you look at the whole world the world as a whole, we're all going through the coronavirus. So you don't have to be an expert in all these areas, but we should be there talking to people about their concerns, about their worries, and inspiring them into action based on that. Now, this is the part that everybody keeps asking about, which is set up a routine that helps you be consistent. So the way I do it, and the way most advertising and PR agencies actually do it when they have a heavy client, is create one piece of content and then derive 4 pieces from it. When I say, so basically I'll have a blog post or an article, or for example, this presentation that I'm doing right now. What you'll do, if you go into my Instagram account, you'll find from tomorrow onwards, I'll be talking about little snippets of what I've already spoken about during this campaign. So that I'm only thinking once. I'm only thinking of the topic, only one topic a week, or one topic a month that I then divide into 4 more pieces. And I extract from the main topic that I've spoken about, whether it's a question or a quote or something like that. Then you share the main piece of content on your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn page and your business page. But make sure you share it on a social media platform that's not yours. So part of my target base is basically families, okay? Because I like working with people who feel out of balance and don't know how to balance their work and family obligations. So I go to women in Oman, I go to families in Oman and in groups like that, and I post over there. So my posts are consistently there all the time to help them find their balance. So where do your clients hang out? So if you're dealing with executives, get into the LinkedIn groups that deal with executives, whether it's the CEO groups, the HR groups, whatever groups, wherever your target audience is. If it's moms, go for them. If it's adoptive families, go for them. I mean, hey, life is good. You know, just find your group, find your tribe, and talk to them where they are so that you can attract them to your page. Okay? What I would ask you to do is to commit to a daily visibility routine that supports your ideal client. Remember, you're there for them. You're there to help them. You're there to give them service. And it can feel icky when you're sitting there trying to market yourself. I mean, I really hate trying to sell things. So the way I do it is through content, joining into group discussions. I have coffee chats, I do research calls. So for example, when I'm designing something, I'll actually have a research chat call with the participants that are there. What kind of offer would be useful for you? This is what I'm thinking of. What do you want to do? So it helps me out. And engagement level activities like the one I'm planning for this program, where I'm telling people, okay, why don't you send me an email or send a link, and then we can do this challenge for 5 days. So it's a longer period. And then that way, all right, if you like what you see, well and good, you'll come back for service. If not, I've helped you, and that's all that counts for me. So how are you comfortable connecting? And again, when we're talking about content, it can be anything. It can be a vlog, it can be a blog, it can be podcasts, whatever you're comfortable doing, you just do that, okay? And we get into it in more detail during the week activity. And I would appreciate and I would encourage you to get into your visibility with a spirit of serving your tribe. That's it. We're all here to serve. We're all here to make a difference in the world. What difference do you want to make? And how are you going to serve them? How are you going to give them the best that you want to give? On Sunday, the 7th of June, I will start a 5-day visibility challenge. And I can send you the links and everything. So if you visit the link that I've got over there, and I'll even copy it onto the chat as well, or you send me an email, I will be able to send you a daily activity that will help you get into the habit of it. I mean, this is only an hour conversation, so there's nothing much that that you will get. You'll get some tips from here and there, but that's to help you get into the habit of it so that you can take it forward. Okay, and I'll be able to support you throughout the journey as well as you go along. And now I believe it's time for questions.